Right, brand new project day. So we're in Chilwell today, and for the next 4 to 6 weeks, got this drive to do, but this is the last part of the project we're doing. Got this whole drive to do here, which is all the way to them gates there, and also all the way up to this cabin. And we're going to widen it another 2 meters out as well, just give it a bit more space. Now follow me down here. So from this point onwards, past the cabin, down to here, and if we get past this digger and dumper, all the way down to that bottom end there, going to have paving as wide as I've started to dig it there, and into this porch as well. I'm going to blend it through into that with a little dwarf wall going around it all. And then the ground is absolutely rock solid. Started digging it already. And not only have we got some uncalibrated sandstone Yorkstone all laid on concrete as well. Absolute nightmare to get up. Some of it's just pried up, some has come up with it. Well, some of it's 100 mil, some of it's 50 mil, it's a bit everywhere. If you come down here, you can just see the extent of it. So we managed to pop the tops off them, but look how thick it is. 100 mil thick concrete laid on. It's kind of parts of the jobs that you just don't never judge a book by its cover. But yeah, we'll keep you updated and we'll do some time lapses. Right, I've been very busy this week. So we managed to get all that sandstone paving up, all the old Yorkstone sandstone paving up. There's on a hell of a amount of concrete. Some of it 100 mil, some of it was beyond that. So absolute nightmare to get up. We've finally got that nearly all the waste is away. And we've started bringing some roadstone in now. So I've got a membrane laid here ready for the next section. So these will be put in 50 mil layers, which will be compacted. And then we'll do a bit of a time lapse of bringing that stone in. I said, but I'm so glad we've got that Yorkstone out. Honestly, it was an absolute nightmare to get that out. This is one of the reasons when you don't really know the aspect of a job until you start it. But anyway, we've cracked on. We didn't let it falter us. So we've also done a soakaway pit here. So we dug down there. We filled it with water. I say filled it; it drained away really quick, just to test it. So we've got a soakaway pit there ready to put some storm crates in. And then obviously all the surface water is going to go into that soakaway. So I'll give you some time lapse of us bringing that stone in and giving it a compact. Right, just getting our gravel in around the soakaway. So we've got our storm crates there ready for that to go into, all wrapped in membrane. So we're going to have an ACO along here, which is going to run parallel with that footing. So there's a shuttering for the footing. It's our first layer of MOT. So it's going to be concrete. It's only going to be one block high, nothing major. It's just because the ground's a bit higher there. And it has a bit of definition as well, a bit of a tile wall there. But let's just take out that height. We've got the MOT in. We've got to titivate with the heights a little bit just to match them in a bit better. But the MOT is down in compact. We'll give it a final rake and a compact a little bit later. Right, just a bit of an update. We've got some paving down, so all the MOT's come round as well. That's been compacted down. Got a brick slot ACO in, all the way across. That goes into a circleway over there. Unfortunately, it's been raining a lot on this job, and we've been trying to get a lot done, so I haven't done much filming of that. But yeah, this area is going to be a planting area. Got another row to go in there. I'm going to go around that area, which is going to be a bit of an awkward one, as we've got to get in there. But yeah, planting area there. I started laying, as you can tell. A bit of a bed to cut around, but having a planting area around it as well. I'm going to do some time lapses now. It's not raining today, so I'll get the camera out and do a bit more filming. This is Dolomite and Moon. We're in talks of probably having mosaic in here, which is that one there. Not quite sure yet though. Next time it's up there, get ready for the mixing, and we'll crack on. This is the awkward bit about this job. So we've got, that's the front door. So obviously access is the front part of the garden. We've got quite a big garden. So I'm going to have to lay that there, stagger it back again. Which actually, that will take me to this row here, will take me to there, which is in line with the one I needed there.
So if I lay that here and lay it over, at least I'll be in that area, so hopefully they can still get a bit of easier access while I'm working on it. So we'll soon see. We'll crack on. Right, look how far we've come so far. Right, we've got the path up here done. Past the garden room at the top to the driveway. We are coming to do the drive again at some point this year, so that at least the path's in there. Main patio in. Big planting here in the centre. Really likes a planting. There, we've got the wall in there. That is, going to start planting that out as well. It's going to be tiled as with a pavestone cladding. Up the side there's done. A little bit of like a secret garden bit there, but there's not much garden to speak of. At least that's done. Curve cut around the bay window, nice and even with the curve. And the wall bit, well, we've had a bit of discussion about this. So the wall is just serving a practical purpose because the ground was higher there, just a bit of wall to take away the height difference. But as it sits, so we're thinking it might look a bit odd. So we might end up now leaving them two pavers in there and then starting the wall again and return it that way and then go down here, then return it that way. Just so it mimics each other a bit either side. So we're going to have a discussion about that. So it's only a matter of taking them up and putting a footing in. And then we've got some blocks here anyway, so it's not so much of an issue. But yeah, this is going to be a planting area as well in here. You can fill it with topsoil. And then we're also on talks about actually putting a block edge around this in the Brad drive, which is what they're going to use on the driveway itself. So we'll have a discussion about that. And then they're giving us some extra work as well. I'll not take you too much around there because it's only a small area, but that's the existing slate paving. And by taking that up now and taking it round the side. And there's also a bit of a ramp just to continue it round a little bit and a bit of a shed area to the right hand side. So we might end up doing that. One thing we're not doing at the moment, originally we was going to do the porch in the same in Dolomite Moon from Pavestone, but they were looking at it and thinking, it's a bit too much, maybe changing it up a little bit. They did look at the Pavestone and mosaics. They might still go for that yet, they're not quite sure. They might go for a quarry tile to make it look a bit more traditional. So not quite sure what's going on for that yet. So what we've got to do next is grate it. We've got to do the tiles on the wall and the copers on the wall. And so when we're doing the wall caps, or copers as people call them, I like to do them out of the slab themselves. So the same Dolomite Moon, we're going to have it in an L shape like that. Just float around all the way around. Instead of doing the mitres are fine. It's not a wrong thing to do. It's just I put in the L shape. This looks like it's been custom made, which it has been custom made. And then we're also going to give that a bull nose all the way around the edge just to soften them edges up.
what happened to me yesterday. There you can just see it though. Now, I was wearing safety glasses before anyone says anything. I was cutting a slab. I'll try and obviously these down. Obviously that's flat, that's just ready for ball nosing. I was cutting that and I had my dust mask on. I had the DeWalt dust mask and everything and the glasses. And you know when you've got these masks on and the glasses rest on here, obviously there's a bit of a gap. And that's where a bit of slab flew up and hit me in the eye. Didn't pierce it or anything, but obviously it's blunt force, I guess. Yeah. Lovely.
Easy Joint Pro. Get this installed on here today. Get it grouted up and we'll look at the finished look behind it.
Right, end of part one of this project anyway. We've got to go away and come back. We've got to wait for some block paving to be delivered. So we've got the Dolomite in Moondown. Also Dolomite wall caps, which are cut and ball nosed on the site. And they're Cubo cladding in the mixed colour along that wall edge. I've got a lovely planter here which they're going to plant up at some point as well, so that just adds a little bit more dynamic to the garden. All the paving, all the acos are in. We didn't do the porch in the end because they might go for quarry tiles, and we did a path around the back instead to compensate for that. But we also did the path going up here as well to the drive, so we're going to come back and do that drive and potentially a wall here as well, just to mimic that a little bit. But we are coming back to do all that. So that's the end of part one, and we'll catch you on the next one.